Alrighty, so we will straight hop over this tremendously ugly week, which was completely bullish, as mentioned just by on Tuesday. We had no true open, but we had a nice, very nice price action entry on this order block, also on this fair value gap, as already mentioned. On Wednesday, if you missed out, I mentioned trade below the true weekly open, wait for a CISD in the 15-minute time frame. And you could have entered already in between here. The thing is, this is Asia, so no considering entering in between here because we should be asleep. But afterwards, you still get a swing low, which breaks the swing high, also breaking above here. Fair value gap entering in between here, and then swing low protected, or even if you want to, you can protect Asia high, but the swing low is already enough. And then you can target the weekly overall target, which would have gotten hit perfectly if you have spread, I think. Or if not, well, then afterwards with a 1 to 13. That's where I also took my buys. I think I've held my buys all the way from in between here all the way up here. Target got hit, and then I made some profits. And for today, well, market is kind of capping off right now. We took out the previous day highs liquidity, also Asia high. And after we took out Asia high, I personally wanted to sell after a CISD. So in between here, I looked for sells, marketing, targeting with this stop loss here, which well had a nice stop loss, which happens, it's totally fine. And then we see, because this was your original consolidation in between here, why ever, market gave you a tremendously nice 9 a.m. model, where you could have also gone lower into the 5-minute time frame to wait for clearer confirmations to get the swing low, which broke the swing high, and then enter after the CISD, stop loss above the swing high. And your first target could already be these lows here, which is only a 1-to-1, but well, and maybe market could come lower into these areas, at least to 0.5%, because we still need to remitigate these key areas. And this would be a quite nice trade right now. I'm not in this trade. I will wait to see if this candle closes off accordingly, which I think it will do. Don't look at Dixie. Dixie is just, I don't know what's Dixie doing. But waiting for a pullback is totally fine, because, well, in this case, we did not hit our main target yet. But we still, in this case, hit a very nice target, which is this imbalance here. And also, if you look at the weekly time frame, sorry, at the daily, we took out previous day's high in a key area, which could be relevant, maybe not, I don't know. But to wait for a small retracement or pullback, and if you form a swing high and swing low, we can simply use this here as our range. And then we wait for a trade into this fair value gap, also overlapping with the nice order block. So the only thing which I want to see getting rebalanced is this range here, this order block or fair value gap, which is around 50%. So this is the only key level that I want to trade into. If we have a pullback right now, and then we could expand higher. If not, and Friday's just gonna humiliate our ass and be bullish, then that's gonna be the way it will be. Then next week will probably give you a pullback. If not, then well, I don't care. But that's the only thing that I'm looking at right now. Weekly is totally bullish. The thing is to keep in the back of your head that monthly overall is bearish. You did not have, you rejected the highs, you broke below a low, so you still are bearish to a point where you wait for a CISD. And the only key area is this here. I have FVG overlapping with the FVG, overlapping with this order block. So this is your key area. And as long as we are not in this area, we are bearish, okay? And if we are in this area for maybe, well, this month could finish off pushing higher in between here, or this month could also finish off pushing higher and candle closing above it, which would then mean we are bullish. So we then have the CISD in between here, and then we could look for targets in between here to trade even higher, but we're not gonna speculate right now. We are still bearish, and in between here, yes, next month you could easily look for some nice sells to look for retracement. Yeah, we have this key area in between here, which we could mark out. In the weekly, you are bullish in this shorter period of time here to hit a key area, which is this here or this bullshit here. Whatever this is, your range, the original consolidation, expansion 1, expansion 2, CISD, expansion 1, expansion 2 should form right now. Okay, key area hit, market maker models, CRT, quarterly theory, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. But that's my outcast for the higher time frame. That's very straightforward and very clean. For the daily, right now we wait for this candle to close off, which 90% will just secure, and looking for a 15-minute entry in between here. You would have gotten stopped out firstly here, and if you enter right now after the 9 a.m. model or after the daily model, you would still get a quite nice entry in between here. Immediately afterwards, the thing is, protect this here and then target the lows. This would be a quite nice trade, not gonna lie. 1 to 6. I'm also currently in a trade in between here around break even. As you see, stop loss above here, take profit below here. Asia 5% target, that's clean. But yeah, nothing too wild going on. We remitigated this year. We took out this high as a liquidity point. Okay, teeny tiny wick above. This is liquidity grab. Remitigating this year, filling in this range, this overall thing here. If you also have a look at Dixie, you mitigated the only relevant thing in between here, which is this. Okay, very clean trade setup, very easy to understand, simple. For tomorrow, simply sell above the open. If you go at 0-0, true open, we go at 17, and we go at again 17. This is your forecast, sorry, for tomorrow. So you have Friday as your block in between here. What you want to wait for is something like this, and then close off. That's simple it, and nothing too complicated. Maybe we come above this high once again to take it out as liquidity. If not, then we could only expect Asia to get grabbed and then push lower. Tomorrow there are big news, so I personally think I wouldn't trade. I'm just holding this trade, and if we displace lower, I will absolutely move my stop loss around here or even just above the swing high. But for now on, we will keep this position running, and that's simply it.